She's all loaded up for our first trip of the season. Getting ready to head to the other side of the state. Forgot how getting packed is taxing on a relationship. But once we're on the road, it's all good. Here we go. Okay, we clearly did not leave before rush hour traffic. Slow down. The mountain is out, as we like to say here in the Northwest. Alright, one thing you won't get from us is a lot of talking while we're driving down the freeway, because it's so loud we can't even hear each other. But you know, it's a Vanagon. So there are times when the road we're traveling has an incline such that we have difficulty maintaining freeway speed. We do have to put our four-way flashers on, but we make it up the hill. Welcome to the city of Allensburg. First pit stop. Hey baby! Hi! I see you! Taking big steps! Ah, there you go! Little different landscape. More sagebrush. It's not in every landscape. It's kind of hard to get a perspective on how tall they are. I'll have to look up and see how long each propeller blade is, but these suckers are huge.
You can go up and stand at the base of one and take a picture.
Heading on down the hill into the Columbia River near Vantage. It's the crossing. The Columbia River, another huge source of electricity for the state of Washington and the Northwest region. It's also a very popular recreation site. middle of the road, I took him down. Alright, breakfast is underway. Sausage, eggs, tortillas, soda. Sun's finally hitting the hillside and it's about ready to hit the lake. Do you call it a lake or a river? I mean, it is a dammed river, so therefore it's a lake.
Are we behind the dam
I
here?
think they call it Lower Granite. Alright, breakfast burritos and sausage for breakfast. Here comes the sun. It's a bit chilly this morning, so hopefully the sun will warm things up. Michael busy packing up. What would you call this? Is it a barge?
Yeah, it's a barge. Probably a grain barge.
It's moving at a pretty good clip. So we always like to take a photo, either of the Vanagon or ourselves in front of the sign of where we stayed, so we can remember. Nisqually John Landing by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Nice little campground and boat launch. So here's an early morning drive along the river. Some huge, seriously big birds.
Say the P word.
Michael thinks they're pelicans. Oh, there he goes. So here we are at the Bear Research Conservation Education Program bear enclosures. Where are you going? So I had my photo shoot. Moving on.
I would not want to run into one of those in the wild thing.
I know, right? So we are at Rolly's in Pullman, and this is their taco, waffle taco. It is the anniversary flavor. It has brownies, raspberries, dark chocolate bits, vanilla ice cream, and chocolate topping with whipped topping.
Anniversary, is it?
No one's. Our dinner tonight and our view. Head to our campsite after sunset. It's a pretty one though. Alright, welcome to Wawawi Landing. Another Army Corps of Engineer campground. Last night, the only campers here were ourselves and a motorcycle that pulled in late into the evening, night. So this, I'm assuming, is the shell house for the Wazoo crew team, Washington State University's crew team. They have their own boat launch and their escort boats down on the dock. And this is their race course. There's one picnic table out there with a nice camp spot. But when we got here last night, there were probably 24 cars, probably university students, that were having campfires. There's a picnic table and a fire pit out there on that little jetty. At least 2 of them. There's 3 covered picnic shelters on the other side where the motorcyclists camping tonight. And then this morning, we got 2 boaters that pulled up and launched their craft. And we're making breakfast as the sun's coming up. What is it? Is it like a mini hydroplane? We do have our toaster in action. Ooh, frozen eggs. I think our refrigerator was a little cold. Are you stuck in the other fire line? Frozen?
You ever cook anything that's frozen?
Yeah, I never got to get the frozen side. We'll see how it goes. It's not around scrambled eggs. Oh my gosh, they look
Trip to
great.
the hospital here.
I don't know if they can do from there. No, wait, they look really good. Everyone's gotta go sometime. Why not after bacon and eggs for breakfast? Old school plow teams. So we're crossing over the Snake River. So the Palouse Falls. It's actually kind of deceiving. It's really hard to tell. It's much taller than it looks.
Doesn't look like 200 feet, does it?
Is that how tall it is? Did you check?
It says.
Going down the canyon. It's like a mini Grand Canyon. Alright, that's the falls in the background. Our pit stop on the way home from our camping trip. I think it's definitely worth the drive. Slight detour out of the way. Mango shave ice. Alright, back into the treed forests of Washington. We are heading over White Pass back to the west side of the state. Looking a lot more green. Rimrock Lake. We're still climbing the pass. Getting up in the higher elevation with more snow. White Pass. This is White Pass. Elevation 4,500 feet. And White Pass Ski Resort. There's the mountain. Look at that. Isn't she a beauty? That would be our Mount Rainier. Alright, headed out on our first trip of the year. Weekend cross-state travel. So, what do you think of the whole packing and get ready process, Michael?
So fun. I wish we could just pack and then unpack every day. Just not even go anywhere, just pack. Unpack, unpack, unpack. It's the best.
I sense a little sarcasm there.
It's the best.
Just a little.
No pressure, it's just fun. Just love going through our stuff.
It's rough, especially the first one, trying to remember everything. Once the stuff is in the van, it stays there.
Should we take this? Should we not take this? Should we take this? Should we not take this?
And a lot of it depends on where we're going. where we're staying, how long we're gonna be gone. So we'll get back into the groove. But for now, we're on the road. That's all that matters. All right, here's my favorite road trip snack. Pringles potato chips.
Ready for a little hookup?
Some huge, seriously big birds.
Say the P word.
Michael thinks they're pelicans.
What other big bird
I don't
like
know.
looks like that? Good grief.
All right, women out there, make sure you marry a cook.
You should rename this channel after me.
When do we put the flashers on?
When we started going uphill,